I'm Sarah, I'm from Tavu, and I love listening to Tii FM. Tii FM rocks.
My name is Freddy, I'm from Gamiatong. I listen to Mario on the traffic jam every afternoon.
Hi, my name is Sala, I live in Asinu. Tii FM rocks.
My name is Denasa and I'm from Lutoka and I love listening to Tii FM.
My name is Hulamila, I work at Golden Point Resort. I love listening to Tii FM, it rocks in Raki Raki.
I'm Mary from Mandera. I love listening to Tii FM. Tii FM rocks.
We love listening to Tii FM. Tii FM rocks.
Today's hit music on Today FM.
Good evening, I'm Jackie Spate and this is FBC News Tonight. Fire destroys 2 shops in Tavu town. Ban on turtle harvesting exemptions for the next 6 months. And Judicial Services and PSC endorse Code of Conduct Bill. Two shops in Tavu town were completely destroyed in a fire early this morning. Fortunately, there were no casualties. Gounder's Hardware and Urman's furniture store were fully engulfed in flames when the firefighters arrived on the scene. Ellen Stolz has the story.
The early morning blaze is believed to have started around 1 a.m. Romeo Aracito was the first man on the scene. He was drinking kava with a few men when he said he saw a bright light coming from the building next to his flat.
It started from where they used to connect the generator. It is a three-phase. So that's where it started from, Urman.
A second eyewitness, Jerry Nambule, says he saw the blaze and ran to the fire station located just around the corner to alert them of the fire.
Well, I came back from buying grog. When I reached the main road, I could see some flames, just the smoke. I ran straight to the fire station to go and alarm the firemen. Same time, the policemen, they were here. They alerted the neighbors for them to wake up and come out of their houses.
Both witnesses claim the fire began at Urman's store in an area in the back, and that when they went to get help, it had not spread to the adjacent building. As we speak, smoke still rises from the buildings that were burnt in the early morning blaze behind me. Police officers from the Tavu police station say they have not been able to gather statements from witnesses and from people here at the scene as they are waiting for the fire authorities to clear off and finish with their work. However, they have said that a full investigation will be carried out. Ellen Stolz, FBC News.
Exemptions for killing turtles have been banned for 6 months. The ban came into effect at the start of this month as the egg-laying season began. Minister for Fisheries Semi Lavisao says the total ban is to allow turtles to breed and there are penalties for anyone who breaks the ban. Exceptions will not be allowed. Savaira Thambua has more.
Many villagers still kill turtles because of traditional obligation and protocol demands. For them, turtle meat is required for some special occasions, especially if a chief has to be installed. No exemptions will be given during the egg-laying season. Corella Bissau says those who were given exemptions in the past during such times cannot expect them again.
The ban should be already in place, but people have continued to ask for exemptions, and we have given that exemption. But this month, the exemptions will not be given anymore because this is the turtle egg-laying period. Exemptions can be given outside the turtle egg-laying period.
The purpose of the ban is to ensure that turtle population is not depleted.
My son was penalized the last time he was caught red-handed with turtles, and from that time, I never wanted to eat or buy turtle meat again.
I believe that's a wise decision.
Should leave some fish for the coming generations.
Turtles take about 30 years to mature or reproduce, and if people are killing them earlier, it will surely affect the population of the reptile. Sabira Tambua, FBC News.
The Procera Music and FBC Carnival this year will concentrate on eliminating electronic piracy. Speaking to FBC News, Procera Music Director Mohammed Afiq says local artists are losing thousands of dollars due to illegal copying of their work. Saniani Boila has more.
The week-long FBC Prosira Music Carnival will help our local artists to have their talents recognized and gain more from their hard work.
In 1994, we used to pay some artists one album when they record with us. We used to pay them $15,000 to $20,000, and now we pay them around about $2,000 to $5,000. So you could see the difference between what they are getting now and what they were getting it before. So there's a big difference. So it's pretty hard. So what happens when you have this kind of festival? Artists get some money from the stalls, and when we sell the CDs there, they also get some benefits. So we're just trying to help the local industry, local artists of Fiji.
Our local artist has urged relevant stakeholders to step in and help reduce piracy in Fiji.
Apply to the government, please come in and help us in fighting piracy in Fiji.
The DJs, they're remixing the songs without our permission. What we want, all the artists in Fiji, that's our main aim, is to ask the government of today to help us in fighting piracy in Fiji.
The FBC Prosira Music Carnival starts Saturday at Syria Park in Osori and will feature local artists and groups. Sainyani Mboila, FBC News.
Two critical arms of the government have endorsed the Code of Conduct currently before Parliament. The Judiciary and the Public Service Commission made submissions before the Committee on Justice, Law and Human Rights. Edwin Nund reports.
Chief Justice Anthony Gates appeared before the committee this morning, saying the judiciary is in agreement with the Code of Conduct bill.
It's a good thing that this has eventually happened. It's part of the necessary checks and balances in a modern democracy that we must have to make sure that people do not get themselves into conflicting situations.
Justice Gates says codes of conduct are nothing new, as judges and magistrates, by virtue of their profession, are required to maintain a certain distance.
Everybody will know what the resident magistrate is doing, and indeed who he is associating with, or she is associating with. And in small communities, it means that the life of a resident magistrate can be a lonely life.
The Public Service Commission, responsible for hiring and firing permanent secretaries, supports laws to govern the behavior of public office holders.
The Code of Conduct Bill will strengthen permanent secretaries' performance in terms of work ethics and provide a guide for the Public Service Commission on the perimeter to institute disciplinary action.
Dr. Kendriate also wants wide public awareness on the Code of Conduct bill,
so that they are aware and they will know, how do I take advantage of this? What is my right in terms of this?
The bill covers all public office holders, including executives of government-owned companies. Edwin Nund, FBC News.
The Vodafone FBC Christmas in the Park is being launched this hour at Maisuva Park. Final touches were made this afternoon to a Christmas tree that will be lit by the President of Fiji later tonight. The Vodafone FBC Christmas in the Park is an annual event, and organisers have promised 10 days of fun-filled entertainment for the whole family. We will now cross over live to Maisuva Park, where Roland Koroy is on standby to tell us more. Roland, what's the atmosphere like?
Well, Jackie, let me tell you, the atmosphere here at the Vodafone FBC Christmas in the Park is one that you would expect. It's happiness, it's joy, it's everything Christmas, or as Vodafone would like to put it, it's hashtag more love. And I know you've just seen pictures of the Christmas tree that will be lit a little bit later on tonight by the President himself, Major General retired Chochi Konrote. But here to tell me more about the Christmas in the Park and what's happening tonight and what's to come is the Vodafone Fiji sponsorship specialist himself, Mr. William Tambuya. William, he's no stranger to the camera. William, what can we expect later on tonight and over the next 10 days?
Well, Roland, it's been just so epic from 6 o'clock. It's now been about 2 hours. We've just been having so much celebration. There's been so much singing. We've had a Tongan band. They've just blown everyone off their feet. Now the National Youth Band have just taken off. And now we've got the glorious singing of a very young band, Nem and Tale, they're behind us right now. And we also have so much more in store. We have fireworks coming up, and the big one, the finale, where the Honorable President will light the Christmas behind us. After that, don't tell anyone, but fireworks is coming up. There's a lot of freebies, and it's just a wonderful atmosphere right now.
William, this is obviously it's an annual event that always look to draw thousands of people from near and far, and I see that's already happening today. What can we expect over the next 10 days?
Well, 10 days, exactly. Look, Christmas hasn't started, but we want to start it now. From tomorrow onwards, there will be singing of a choir from 7 to 8 p.m. every evening. So bring your family down, bring the mat, bring the dinner. For 10 days from tomorrow onwards, ending next week Saturday, there will be Christmas carols every afternoon.
Well, there you have it, Jackie, and to our viewers who are tuned in from home, if you haven't kicked off the Christmas feeling yet, if you need a jump start, this is the place to be. The Vodafone FBC Christmas in the Park. We will go and look for a comfortable seat and await the lighting of the Christmas tree. Until then, Jackie, it's back to you in studio.
That sounds absolutely wonderful. Thanks so much for that, Roland and William. Coming up on FBC News, 17 years behind bars for raping senior citizen. And 99 nurses graduate from TISI School of Nursing. Stay with us.
My name is Siobhan. I work at Golden Point Resort. I love listening to Mirchi FM क्योंकि Mirchi FM is #1 in music. Mirchi FM is hot.
I am सुरेश चंद वैतुरी नसूरी से बोलता हूँ। जैसे आँख खुलती है मिर्ची FM मुझे मस्त कर देती है।
I am Viren from Zambula. Mirchi FM is hot.
My name is Rizwan Khan.
Hi, and my name is Mohammed Sufyan. Batu Bahe and Mirchi FM is hot.
My name is Vishal Maharaj. I'm working for Nasin Tan Kaushal as a master. I love listening to Mirchi FM.
Welcome back. This is FBC News. Prime Minister Vorengi Bainimarama met with President of the European Council, Donald Tusk, in Brussels today. It is understood the bilateral meeting was to discuss European Union cooperation, the human rights situation, and the effects of climate change in Fiji. Tusk is also the former Prime Minister for Poland and co-founder and chair of the Civic Platform Party. Bainimarama also noted Fiji's bid for a seat on the Human Rights Council for the 2018-2020 term. Prior to arriving in Brussels, the Prime Minister was in London for the 50th International Sugar Organisation Council meeting. 99 students graduated from the TISI School of Nursing in Lambasa today. The graduates were from 2 programs at the institution. Eleanor Turangaivu with the story.
91 students graduate today holding a degree in nursing under the 3-year Bachelor of Nursing Science program. 8 graduate with post-grad diploma in nursing practitioner.
The certificate that you will hold in your hand does not mean an end to education. You must keep your taste for learning active in search of new developments in your area of work.
Chief guest Dr. Shradanand Reddy commended the male graduates and encouraged the TISI School of Nursing to include males in its nursing program.
They work in the operating theatre, they work in the psychiatric wards, they do this and do that. So the nursing profession is not confined only to Florence Nightingale anymore. So nurses can become male and female. So I hope the Sangam Nursing College will one day encourage male boys to come and join the nursing school.
21-year-old Swastika Kumar of Nassau in Nandi scooped the 3 top awards in the bachelor's program and also took the main award for best overall student.
I feel that it's a divine calling, and I always wanted to be a nurse. Nursing is a big struggle, but you have to keep up with everything. You have to be focused. I did not expect any special awards of such, and it's a very, very big achievement for me. I'm very happy.
Kumar dedicates her achievement to her parents in Nandi, who were not around to see her graduate. This is the 10th graduation ceremony for the TISI School of Nursing. Eleanor Turangaivu, FBC News.
A 22-year-old man was sentenced to 17 years in prison today for raping an elderly woman last year. On the 18th of August last year, Meni Raitekiteki, armed with a knife, broke into a house in Epani Nasinu where he assaulted and raped a 75-year-old woman. He also stole items worth over $5,000. He was convicted of 1 count of aggravated robbery, 1 count of rape, and 1 count of giving false information to a public servant. Raitekiteki was sentenced to 17 years imprisonment by Judge Justice Vincent Pereira today, who said the offence is unacceptable. The Suva Magistrates Court has ruled out there is a case to answer for former Ministry of Work spokesperson Sainiana Rondrondro. She is charged with 11 counts of obtaining financial advantage by deception. Magistrate Walleen George made the decision this afternoon after defence earlier made a no case to answer submission. Rondrondro is alleged to have obtained financial advantage by falsely using the then Minister for Work's name to obtain $9,560 over 11 separate occasions between May 2010 and June 2011. The trial will be held from March 22nd to the 24th next year. The defence will present 5 witnesses, including the defendant, who's had her bail extended. Children from 4 residential homes were treated to a pre-Christmas dinner last night. Minister for Women and Children, Meriseni Vuniwanga, hosted the children at the FMF Gymnasium in Suva and reminded them that there was nothing to stop them from achieving their dreams. The children were also presented gifts and were treated to music and entertainment.
Your present circumstances do not determine where you can go and how far you can go. They merely determine where you start.
5 Hindi novels were launched at the University of the South Pacific in Suva last night. All the authors are Fijians who've poured years of their lives into the publications. Education Minister Dr. Mahendra Reddy, while launching the books, called for more publications in Hindi and for people of Indian descent to have pride in their language. Now to sports, here's Jamie with the latest.
Nagadaki and good evening. Up ahead, the latest from the Fiji Sevens camp. And former Fiji Sevens rugby coach Etuate Wanga passes away. This and more coming up.
Mrs. Manindrabu from Batam. I love listening to Gold FM, only the classic hits.
I'm Sela Sadakau from Vatukola. I only listen to Gold FM, only the classic hits.
I'm Vale and I'm working at Golden Point Resort and I love listening to Gold FM because it plays a really wide range of classic music.
I'm Saini Sakio from Kashmir Wotoka. I like Gold FM, but only the classic hits.
Gold FM, only the classic hits.
The Fijian rugby community is mourning the sudden death of former Fiji Sevens coach Etuate Wanga. Wanga, who passed away yesterday at his home in Nandera, was influential as coach of the Fiji Sevens team, winning the 2012 Gold Coast and 2013 Hong Kong Sevens tournaments. The Fiji Sevens team has sent its condolences from Cape Town, and interim coach Nadhani Elidawanimbuka says Wanga will be dearly missed by the Fiji rugby fraternity. FBC News understands funeral arrangements are currently under discussion.
I'd like to say on behalf of the team that it's with great sadness and grief that we've received the news of the sad passing of Eddie Wanga, a former national sevens coach, and our thoughts and our prayers goes out to his family and our deep condolences to his wife and children and the whole family. Indeed, Eddie will be missed by the rugby family, and he's been an influential figure and a massive contributor towards the game of rugby in Fiji and how he's helped mold players from the grassroots and coached at different levels and also been an influential educator in the training and education platform for World Rugby.
The Vodafone Fiji Sevens side had its first training session today in preparation for the Cape Town tournament this weekend. Training is expected to become intense over the next 2 days with the scrimmage session scheduled for tomorrow. Vasnil Prasad reports.
Greetings from the Fiji Sevens team in South Africa as they head into preparation for the Cape Town tournament. The side will go through a tough training run with a scrimmage planned against Uganda tomorrow.
It'll be a good opportunity for us just to run our plays and and also to look at a few combinations and make those adjustments in our lineup and selection for our final 12 for the weekend.
The team went through a gym session earlier today, but Sevuloni Modenathangi set out after an injury to his leg in Dubai last week.
Slight niggles and knocks from the weekend. Nothing too serious to rule anyone out at this point. Just Sevuloni Modenathangi, who's still recovering from a swollen toe infection he picked up in Doha, and he was quite tough and soldiered on over the weekend.
2 days away from the second tournament of the Sevens World Series, Fiji's focus is on its pool opponents.
Really will be Japan and then Kenya, and then obviously the last team in our group, that is France. So we will look at these individual teams. We will look at ourselves first and how we want to prepare and make sure that we put our best foot forward and be the best version of ourselves as we try and attack this last tournament and finish 2016 on a high note.
Fiji is still coming into term with a loss to South Africa in Dubai, but the Olympic gold medalists are looking forward to ending 2016 on a high note.
We quietly feel disappointed deep inside. We know that we didn't complete the job last week in Dubai in that final against South Africa, so we are hungry just to go out there and really prepare well in our training today and tomorrow and the captain's run on Friday, and God willing to set us up for what's going to be an exciting and challenging weekend this weekend.
Fiji last won a title in South Africa was in George Sevens in 2005. 11 years later, Cape Town Stadium could prove lucky. Vashnil Prasad, FBC Sports.
Despite losing its opening game of the Under-15 AFL Oceania Cup to the Nauru Stars 32-14 yesterday, the Fiji junior tribe still has a chance to make the final if they win their next 2 games tomorrow. Meli Tavanga has more.
Representing the host country, Coach Madhu Reinda says they will give their best shot in their remaining games.
We will be giving our 100%, aiming for this 2 games left for us to win. So in order for us to play against, to give the final against Nauru.
After the first game against the defending champion Nauru, the boys know what to expect from them.
You know, we really should win those, and that will lead us into a grand final against Nauru on Friday, and a repeat of last year's grand final and the grand final before that actually. We're feeling pretty good. I know we went down yesterday, but you know, we're feeling good, we're feeling confident, and we're always improving.
AFL Fiji Development Officer Simon Hatfield says they still have a high chance of claiming the title from the strong Nauruan side.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we're always going to get better. That's the most exciting part about our sport in Fiji. We're always going to get better. So, you know, we've got 2 games tomorrow where we can fine-tune a few things and the boys can learn a little bit more, and then heading into Friday I think we're in with a real chance.
Fiji will take on Vanuatu at 11 a.m. tomorrow and will then meet Tonga at 2 p.m. The tournament is a trial for all players in the 4 participating countries to represent the Oceania region in the Under-16 Queensland States Championships next year. Meli Tabanga, FBC Sports.
The Professional Golfers Association of Australia announced today that its CEO, Brian Thorburn, would be stepping down from his position next year. Thorburn played an influential role in bringing the PGA Tour to Fiji. He completes his second 3-year contract with the association in February. Thorburn stated that he is very proud of his achievements while CEO of PGA Australia. He has been regarded as the most respected boxing promoter in the world. About to turn 85, American Bob Arum is in New Zealand to witness the fight between Joseph Parker and the boxer he promotes, Andy Ruiz Jr. And remember, you can watch the Parker versus Ruiz fight live from 7:30 p.m. on Saturday on FBC+. That's it from Sports Tonight. Good evening.
Crushing at the Lautoka mill will be terminated next Wednesday following a directive from the Sugar Industry Tribunal, Shailen Krishna. In making the order, Krishna requested all growers supplying cane to the Lautoka mill to make every effort and deliver their cane on time. The directive was issued following consultations with the Sugarcane Growers Council and the Fiji Sugar Corporation. Warm, humid conditions covered most areas of Fiji today. Looking at the temperatures, all centres experienced temperatures in the 30s, with Lambasa being the warmest at 33 degrees. For tomorrow, sunny, dry conditions will continue in the Eastern Division, while the North can expect a few passing showers. And looking further on to Friday, a spell of persistent rain will spread over the northern areas of Fiji. Other centres are forecast to be dry, with a chance of cloudy skies and lower temperatures. At sea, southeast winds 15 to 20 knots, moderate to rough seas. Recapping the main stories for tonight, a fire destroys 2 shops in Tavu town, ban on turtles harvesting exemptions for the next 6 months, and former Fiji rugby mentor Ituate Wanga passes away. For these stories and others, you can tune in daily to our sister radio station Gold FM. Now to our poll question. This week we are asking, is Fiji capable of hosting the World 7 Series? To answer, visit our FBC website. Send us newsworthy pictures and videos on email citizenseyes@fbc.com.fj or share it with us via Facebook page FBC News. And if you're on Twitter, follow and tweet us your news tips at FBC_news or simply hashtag FBC News. That was FBC News for tonight. From the team and I, good night.
Nimbula binak, lihatang dua liapani, lipnitang, ando talitak na varong, ena radio Fiji 1, ando may biti na bongan ni Pienian.
Sada labina, liada waelenani waeningolo, udah betormain na koroi sasa, nabi ngotang-ngotang kayak ngita umata, mantola biana radio Fiji 1, nabi wanu ngetiana news.
Nisambula na elang go api ni sarat mai koro ena kasi, au do bagarong ena radio Fiji 1 bongan ni Pienian.
Na Radio Fiji 1 nandu mai biti na bonga ni Pienian.